The incidents in question happened at 886 and SCRH, and with something so serious, many students are surprisingly not that worried. But it was enough to have public safety issue an email warning students to lock your doors and windows and to keep your valuables safe. Even though they aren't regulated by the FDA, electronic cigarettes are projected to be valued at over $1.7 billion by the end of 2014. For CC8, I'm Scott Smith. Nearly a year ago here at the finish line of the Boston Marathon on Boylston Street, the city of Boston went into turmoil. But now, a year later, businesses are getting back to normal, including marathon sports. With over 100 inches of snow and more still to come, Curry, like everyone else, has been dealing with damages and setbacks. Around campus, it's easy to see the problems, and many students are complaining too. Good evening and welcome to the Curry Hockey pregame show. Today is Monday, February 23rd, 2015. I am Scott Smith alongside Alan Plott and Kevin Coleman, and we're here to break down tonight's game as the Curry College Colonels take on the Becker College Becker Hawks. Welcome to Curry Connects. I am Scott Smith, joined by DJ DW Darrell Weich, and he's been DJing for a while, and he's here. Darrell, thanks for joining us. Remember, if you see anything suspicious, contact Public Safety at 617-333-2222. For CPT, I'm Scott Smith. Kyle, back to you. All right, well, it's about that time. I want to thank you for tuning in to CC8 for this broadcast of the Curry College Colonels hockey game. On behalf of Kevin Coleman and Alan Plott, I'm Scott Smith, and we're going to send it down to Brandon Enroth at Ullin Rink for the drop of the puck. We'll see you next time. Enjoy the game.
A rainy Saturday afternoon couldn't stop these drummers from performing a show of a lifetime here at Curry College.
What is now the Curry College Colonels basketball court was transformed this past Saturday into an intercultural Native American powwow, which saw over 50 Native Americans from Boston and even Canada come together as one to join in celebration.
Tribe member Michael Davis says a lot of the dance has to do with their heritage and their ancestral history.
Well, I mean, the dance is part of who we are, right? So for us, it's an expression of our ancestors, expression of representation of a style that we believe we were born to dance.
It was an Earth Week celebration here on the campus of Curry College that saw the dancers, the drummers, the singers, even professors and the students join together in harmony as they danced around the Student Center Gymnasium. Curry student James Carroll, who opened the event this past Saturday, said it was something he never could imagine.
This is more than what I expected it to be. I wasn't expecting as many dancers, and there were tons of dancers. I didn't realize how spiritual it was.
And spiritual it was. The dance began with a flag ceremony that honored the culture of their tribes. Incense was burned before anything began to cleanse the arena and also cleanse the dancers. Outside of the arena, arts and crafts that were handmade by the tribe members themselves were being sold for anyone who wanted to remember this day. Back inside the arena, the dancers danced on in many different styles, filling up the entire Student Center Gymnasium. Through great sponsors, Professor Judy Kennedy had a big hand in making this event possible.
So many wonderful supporters and sponsors, and they really wanted it to happen at Curry. This is the first year it ever happened, and it turned out to be so wonderful.
Colorful attire, the beat of the historic drum, and native singing filled the Student Center with big smiles and memories that will last a lifetime. For Curry Primetime Report, I'm Scott Smith.
All right.
The Boston Marathon bombing cost the city of Boston hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage. But now, 1 year later, business has picked up and Boylston Street is more than ready for this year's run.
I think Boston's excited to do it again and to just commemorate but also celebrate.
Nearly a year ago here at the finish line of the Boston Marathon on Boylston Street, the city of Boston went into turmoil. But now, a year later, businesses are getting back to normal, including marathon sports.
Business has been completely supportive.
Marathon sports manager Shane O'Hara says they had lines out the door once they finally reopened their doors.
When we opened up, we had probably maybe 200 people.
With a freshly painted finish line, members of the Boston community come to take pictures and admire how quickly the city has bounced back from such a despicable act just a year ago.
And it's nice to see that everything is back to life.
Right next to the finish line, Marathon Sports has everything you need for this year's 118th Boston Marathon, including everything from Boston Strong t-shirts to running apparel. Store manager Shane says business is getting back to normal, but this year there's a lot more to offer.
And then as far as preparing for the marathon, we're preparing for it just like we would any other year. It's just more volume.
At the finish line of the Boston Marathon, acts of courage and merit overcame the vicious acts of terror. Business for Boylston Street is thriving, and they say this year's marathon will be the best of all time. Scott Smith reporting for CC8 Curry Primetime Report.
On this edition of CPT Snowmageddon, Curry deals with the after effects of record-breaking snow. Well, offense is going to be a key factor, scoring the goals, getting out there in the beginning, putting that, as I mentioned earlier, that fortitude. Well, how much is defense going to be a part of this game? Both goalies have over a 91% save rate for Curry College. So how much of a factor will goaltending be in tonight's game? So did Ben finish off that $50 monster? I heard if he could, it would have been free.
Well, as hard as he did try, he couldn't, unfortunately.
That's too bad. Well, some of the wildlife here on campus definitely would have found the leftovers enticing.
Oh, definitely.
And we're going to let you do your thing and send us out. Again, thank you for joining us. This is Curry Connection. I'm your host, Scott Smith. Thank you, Darrell. Wow, the snow looks incredible up there.
I mean, we have our own Blue Hills right here in the quad on campus.
That's true. That's going to be here until well after we've graduated.
Definitely. Well, let's hope for warmer days ahead and have fun on spring break, and we'll all see you later in the semester.
Goodbye for now.